Alright, now we're getting fairly close to a result here. First thing that's happened, here's collapse as it looked when we finished the last video. Here is, and we may as well go straight over to PHP right now. So at the bottom bit of this here, just look at that piece there. This is index, right? That's it. It's got that bit, and each one of these is just inside a class called container. So you don't have to do anything. Container's already there. It's in one of the JavaScripts or the CSS, and it just gives you all the things that you want. If you want to go play with that, good luck. It's massive. It's a massive file. I'm happy with what's there. But what I did do was I just enhanced things a little bit by using these tags here. Those tags are actually already set up as well, so they come out at certain sizes. So all of that there with, as you can see, include navbar. Now navbar, if we go back to collapse, is all of that top bit there in collapse. It's all of that with some changes in here which we'll look at. Okay, but that's it. So navbar is included at the top. There's no footer this time, just what's called navbar. And navbar is the stuff that you need all the way down to here. Alright, and in here it looks pretty much what it looked like before. Okay, beg your pardon, I was in the wrong one there. Let's try that again. So there's navbar, and it's all just a matter of changing what it is that you actually want to do. So do you want, if you want your site to have these headings with these links, then that's what you do. This is what I've got. So I've taken all this stuff and I've changed it by just changing the words. There's one other little subtle thing there you might have noticed, which we'll talk about as well, and I changed it to this. Now, instead of getting into some sort of protracted trying to figure out, there are other ways of doing this, but I wasn't quite sure where to go and look for this stuff. You may have noticed that the size of some of this stuff doesn't match, and the reason that it doesn't match is that I've actually used these header tags to resize the stuff. And I did that because when you get down to a phone size, it does get pretty tricky to put your finger on and change stuff. So I thought, well, the quickest and easiest way to fix that up is just to use these header tags, which I did, and saved it as navbar.php and uploaded it to the browser, and that's my navbar. And then over here is my index, now called index, which is the home one. And if you go over here, you'll see that when you click on Bongo, it goes to index. So a lot of this top stuff like header, which is now called navbar, fairly similar, except you've got to make sure that you use the code that's provided. It makes life a lot easier. And then you finish up with this. They're bigger, okay? They're a bit bigger. They're a bit easier to read, and they go to different places. All right, now let's just have a quick look at a one. I'll pick 3.1, okay? I'll pick 3.1. So this is 3.1. I never even bothered to change them. I kept them as these. I actually kept the names as this. Why not? Easiest. And I probably took a couple out. So you'll probably notice here, look, that's 3.1. So that's what it looked like. That's what it looks like now. And pretty much just cut and pasted a lot of this stuff. So all the links for the YouTube videos, for the website stuff that's there, which will be augmented once this one's done, you'll notice has been added, will be, yeah, it's just pretty much taking stuff from somewhere else and putting it in here. But, and this is the big but, let's just go back over here for a minute. One thing that doesn't appear here, but magically turns up here, right, is this little, you'll notice that this stuff hasn't changed. And this hasn't changed, but when you get down into these ones, there is a little bit extra going on here. All right, so back over here for a minute. Still got the container thing happening. Got the header 3 instruction videos. Let's just go back over here and have a look. That's this page here, and you go, hello, what's this? And that's all built in as well. It's a bit of a trick. Now, what is it? Well, they're buttons. And you don't have to do anything with the buttons, because with Bootstrap, JavaScript, with Bootstrap, you get provided with all sorts of stuff. And this is where the action takes place, right there. That's where it happens. Okay, and you can pick things like warning and danger and standard or default and all this stuff in there. That's where it all happens. So rather than go away and try and get clever with these buttons, I just took what was available and I went with danger. Now, if I open up, I think it's this one. Yep, this one's a little bit more sophisticated. I might show you that one later actually in the next video. So let's see if I can find another one. I'll just have to go for a bit of a cruise through the site and see what I'm looking for here. YouTube, links. Okay, 3.2. 3.2 is a better one. So we'll get rid of that for a minute. So let's open up 3.2. 3.2, where are you? There, okay. And that gives you all these wonderful links, which I made my own images out of those. And this one, it's got button warning, button danger. You get this ready looking one. All right, go over here. Go over here. Right. It's rather neat. You don't have to do anything. I mean, if you don't like the colours, you've got a problem, but I don't have a problem with that. I rather like it. And then my nice big linky one, and then this one, which is massive, or fairly big. These are all the old scene projects, the old PDFs. So if you click on those, you get a PDF you can download. So I've taken stuff that I've already got, and I've even got a link to the studio there. So if you click on that, it sends you to the Scratch Studio and shows you where all the solutions are as well for Scratch. So, and that keeps changing as well. All right. So, and these were I didn't even change their size, which is why they're smaller, because that's what I had originally. So that's why those icons, those images are a little bit tinier. You know, I can change them, I guess, but I'm just happy with what I've got, so we'll run with it. So there you go. So those ones, if you go and open up we won't do 1.2 because 1.2, but if you go to 1, and I've already opened up over 3, this one is danger, this one is warning, and the only difference between that, the button type, class, blah, 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 image, button, and then the link above it, like so. So that's all that. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, etc., etc., etc. And all I did was I changed my image link to look like that. So I've got the image surrounded by the button, and you can use these ones here. And if you want, you can go and have a look at what these actually are, if you wish. All right, so that gives us what we have. So we've got 3.2, 3.1, etc., etc., our index and our nav bar. All right, and then what we'll do is have a look at how that fancy looking one got set up.